So how long has it been green for now?
Oh,
A month,
no, 3 weeks. 3 weeks.
and it was really green
It was really
before.
green.
And have you increased the amount of time the light's on since then?
Yeah.
Or has it always been on a lot?
About the same, yeah.
Okay.
The same.
And so how long have we had the tank for?
13 years.
13 years. And only how recently has it started going green?
Oh, I mean,
About a
like 3
month.
weeks, yeah, 3 weeks or a month.
And
What happened, the last time I done the pumps,
yep.
then about a week later, it got really green, didn't it?
Oh,
Now, can you tell me what water you use to clean the pumps?
I'd use the water what's in there.
Good, that's what I want to hear. Yep. So you weren't using tap water,
No,
and you weren't using tap water to fill the filter up again.
no, I was using clean water. You know.
Okay, so that's good.
I was using the hose out there and just squirting it back in to fill them up, you know.
So which hose? Oh, you use the hose back into the
No,
tank.
yeah, the one we clean it out with.
Yep.
You know.
Yep. Now, would you say there's more fish than there's ever been?
oh,
Yeah.
good, yeah.
Okay, so what's actually possible is as the fish have bred
See, they're all babies.
and as the fish have grown, because there's a lot of fish in there,
I know.
it's quite possible that we're what's called exceeding our biological capacity. And what that could be is Mother Nature's way of telling you that you've got enough fish.
Yeah.
Because once you have too many fish for the environment, then the filter can have trouble breaking down the waste because the redox potential of the water or how well the bacteria works goes down,
Yeah.
and then you'll get the green algae. So we might need to consider reducing the amount of fish in there. Mouthful. So what happens at the end of the day is when you end up with too many fish, then you exceed nature's rules, because nature will only let you have a certain amount of fish within a tank. And if they keep breeding and they keep growing, then eventually you break nature's capacity. And if you break nature's capacity, there's always a cost. So the cost could be that you can't get your water clear, and that could just be that there's too many fish in there. Now, so it looks like you feed very good quality food.
I always do.
So this is very good quality food. We can't complain about the food.
And they said for the smaller ones.
So
I got 3 fish last week.
So fish keeping is 50% water quality, which I'll find out in a second, and 50% food quality. So we're going to tick the food bit.
Well, it's
One
not
thing I
the
want to
food.
ask you,
Yep.
there's like the black stuff on top of there. It's
Yep.
like a moss.
The
Yes.
stone.
Yeah, it is. Yep. Yeah, it is.
That's not food, is it?
Well, it.
No, the black, because if you stir
No,
it
it's
up
probably a bit of algae
like-
growing on the rocks. And the fish are pretty fat, so we definitely don't need to be feeding quite as much as we are because they're on the fat
No.
side. And there is quite a lot of fish in there.
Feeding them every 2 days.
So probably one of the first things we want to do is turn the light out for a while, because if we reduce the light, that'll reduce the amount of algae and give the bacteria a chance to catch up. But we also might want to pick some of the ones that maybe you're not so fond of, and we
What will I do with
might
those?
want to consider I could take them away,
Oh, good.
because
Today.
some of the crossbred ones,
They're all crossbred.
yeah, all the babies are. That's right. And if you end up with too many fish, then there is a price. Results I've just got is a KH of 11. That's pretty good. We've got a GH of 0, so that's easy to fix. We've got a pH of 8.2. That's fine. Phosphate under 2 is fine. No ammonia, no nitrite, and just a little bit of nitrate. So we do need to add some GH salts to the water, and that's okay because the boys did prepare me for that.
Okay.
And we did actually bring some GH salts.
Is
So-
that different than that one, is it?
Yeah, so that one there is a buffer.
Yeah.
So this one here is going to raise the KH, but your KH is already good, so you don't need that one.
Yeah.
And this one is for your chlorine,
Yeah.
and that has to go in every time we put new water in the tank.
Yeah, we do. We put 2.
Good,
One capful each.
good. And then this one is the immune system of the fish and the body slime and stuff. So you've got everything you need now. So that's the one that I just bring in. So all I should need to do really is a little bit of a water change and give it a full dose of that one. And now the only other thing that could help is a good bacteria product, which I'll check my car for.
Yeah.
Because what is going on now is I'm going to suggest that you did a couple of big water changes. So in the future, I'm going to ask for no more big water changes. A big water change, think 1/3 is a big water change.
So it's about to there.
Yeah, that's a big water change.
We did
And
that today.
you can do big water changes in summer. In winter, we like to do small water changes. So let's say more like 20% in winter,
Okay.
because we don't want to go shocking the fish where the water gets a bit cold when it goes in. So in summer, we can do big water changes, so that's 30%. in winter we do small water changes, so let's call that 20%. And because your levels are quite good, the water changes really aren't your problem. What is your problem is that I believe you've got a new filter on there, which is great, except there's no bacteria in there yet because it will take a couple of weeks for the good bacteria to grow. And then what I'm worried about is that you cleaned the old filter using water from the fish tank, which was good, but then you've potentially filled it up again using water that potentially you haven't put the water ager in yet. So if that was the case, and you've chlorine flushed your filter, then believe it or not, you could do the same thing several times and not have a problem, but every now and then you have a problem, and it's governed by how much chlorine is in the water.
So next time I do the pumps,
Yep.
I'll clean it out with water from there.
Yes.
Right? And when I put it back in,
Yes.
right, before I put the water in,
Before you turn the filter back on.
yeah, so see, what I do with that, when I fill it up out of the same water, out of the tap, like,
Good.
you know.
Good.
But you're saying about the chlorine, the clean water going back in there.
Correct.
So when I fill this up with water,
Yes.
when should I turn the pump on?
After you've added that.
Oh, okay. Well, we haven't done that
So if you're telling me
all the time.
that you've filled it up
Yeah.
and your filter's running,
Yeah.
then you put that in,
Yeah.
that could be your problem.
Well, that's what we've been doing.
Because this one works instantly, but it's only going to work on the water that's in the tank. So therefore, if you've filled it up and your filter's running for any length of time at all, then the chlorine in the tap water, which hasn't been treated by that, is going to kill the bacteria in the filter.
Okay. So what I'll do, I'll do that. You know, do it normally like that. Fill it up, put that in, then turn the pump on.
Yes, please.
Okay.
So if you do that,
well,
if
we
you
haven't
put,
been doing that.
if you put a cap of that in, you'll just need one cap of that in the tank. One cap of that will get rid of all the chlorine. Then you're safe to turn the filter on
Okay.
within 3 seconds.
Okay.
So basically, there is a competition in your aquarium for nutrients. Now, let's look at the nutrients. Nutrient number 1 is light. So I don't want the light on as much as you've had it on. So I'd like you to have the light on when you're enjoying it. If you're out, it's off. If you're not paying attention to it, it's off. And until you get rid of the green, I'm going to ask that you just try to have it off.
Yeah, I will.
Yeah, so we're just going to have the light off. We're going to kill this algae because once again, there's a competition between algae and bacteria. Now, in a nice, well-balanced aquarium, especially with 2 big filters like you've got, the filters should break down the waste from the fish and everyone's happy and everything's crystal clear. As soon as you damage your bacteria in your filters, or you don't have bacteria in your filter because it hasn't had time to grow because it's a new filter, then the nutrients are now available to the algae. And particularly if you've got lots of fish, and particularly if you've got lots of light, then you're creating a circumstance good for the algae.
Yeah, yeah.
But we want to create a circumstance good for the filter. So therefore, it'll all clear up.
So if she leaves it off for a couple of weeks, the light should be right.
That would be wonderful.
Yeah.
Because the less light you give it, the more we kill the algae off, but the nutrients will still be there. So that's where the filters need to kick in. So adding a good bacteria product, that's going to help. That's like fertilizing your lawn type thing.
Yeah.
Because you could also say that it's like weeds versus lawn. You know what I mean? We need to create an environment that's good for the lawn. And so therefore, if we keep the light off as much as we can for now. Also, I probably don't want you to feed it all for a little bit. So let's
What's
say
a little bit?
let's say Monday. Let's say next Monday. So let's say 1 week, we're not going to feed them at all. They'll be totally fine.
That's what I tell her.
Because at the moment, they're a little bit fat. Like, you look at these bellies, they're a bit fat. Now, the other thing I want you to be looking for is itching and scratching.
Yeah,
So I want you to keep an eye on this guy. Because I'm seeing there's a little bit of itching and scratching in the jewel.
They lie sideways and they
Correct.
straight.
So we don't want to be paranoid about that, but at the same time, we want to be aware. Because if they start itching and scratching too often, that means that they could be breaking out with white spot. And that's from stress. So that's like catching a cold.
Oh,
So
I thought
we,
they had
if
bugs.
it will sort of, yes. So if you see the itching and scratching too much, let me know because I might have to dose them with medication. At the moment, they're not bad enough to need medication, but keep your eye open because of itching and scratching. So there's only a little bit of itching and scratching going on. So number 1 thing, light off. Number 2 thing, no food for a week. Number 3 thing, adding a good bacteria to help the filter would be good. And probably reducing some of the fish.
All right. Would you want to pick out which fish?
I don't care.